Good morning, friends. Hello, wherever you are around the world. You know me, I like working on my fire truck anytime, and today we are working on it in the dark. It's not even 5:15 in the morning, and we are going to talk about ignition coils. I just took the ignition coil out of the truck. In my next video, I'll show you how I did it. In this video, I want to talk to you about what the ignition coil is and how it does what it does. You've got your output tower and your two primary terminals. What's inside of here is so cool that if I had a saw strong enough to saw this in half, I would. And I'm gonna look, I'll see. Anyhow, inside of here is a soft iron core right down the middle. And then it's wrapped by two wires called coils or windings because they wrap it. So each wind has a different number of turns. The primary wind has about 200 turns, the secondary wind has about 20,000 turns, and these can range from 150 to 300 and 15,000 to 30,000 respectively. When the battery sends energy into the ignition coil, it goes up these turns, and then the battery stops the circuit, it stops the energy flow, and the magnetic field collapses, which sends such high voltage up to 20,000 turns, and as it goes up each wind, it builds and builds and builds, which then smooths out and gets sent as voltage to the distributor. The distributor takes that voltage and sends it to each spark plug with enough energy needed to spark and create combustion. I know that this ignition coil isn't working because I tested it. I used a multimeter to measure the ohms. First, I calibrated the leads. Then, I cleaned off my screws. I put the leads in two places just to double check it. I put the leads on the top of the screw here and on the side just to make sure everything was right. Each time I got 0 ohms. When I calibrated it, my multimeter jumped around a little bit. So had it landed on 0.3, what I would have done is I would have taken the total minus 0.3. I tested both ignition coils and they both came back 0 ohms. This video is part 1 of a 3-part series. In the second video, I'll show you how I took these ignition coils out, and in the third video, I'll show you how I put my new ignition coils in.